In his day, Sokolov was Dunwall's genius. He transformed our city with his inventions. Electricity for the factories and carriages racing along above the streets. As I grew up, his buzzing and glowing devices kept me safe. His stories always made me giggle, and his outrageous conversation shocked aristocrats and overseers alike. Now, all these years later, Kirin Jindosh is Karnaca's genius. A mad inventor who has given the Duke sinister machines that move like people but aren't. Clockwork soldiers that fight and kill. I've got to find out where Sokolov's being held and bring the old man back alive. Rescue one genius and cage the other before he creates an army of clockwork soldiers.
Welcome back to the Dreadful Whale. We've just gotten back from dealing with Dr. Hypatia and the Crown Killer. Just seeing if anything's changed in here. Let's go ahead and write in our journal, our travelogue, and see a nice summary, I think. The Clockwork Mansion. I see. So is there more to this then? The Void. Yeah. Here we go. Investigating Addermeyer Institute. Okay, cool. This boat captain, Megan Foster. She helped me escape the coup, but she's giving me the side eye when she thinks I'm not looking. She's all I've got for the moment, though. Soon, I hope Anton Sokolov will be joining us. My old teacher. Keenest intellect in the Empire. Filthy mouth. Gone and got himself abducted. I just got sidetracked thinking about Piero. The S&P elixir proves that they worked together, but we don't hear any more about Piero. She's all like, Anton taught me everything I know, or Anton was my tutor, or whatever. She doesn't talk about Piero. What happened to him? Anyway, Megan says he was last seen being dragged toward Addermeyer Institute by the Crown Killer, which makes no sense to me, unless the killer is a patient there. Maybe he needs medicine or something? But how can a deranged patient be working for the Duke and Delilah? Addermeyer's chief alchemist might know, Alexandria Hypatia. She's been running this place for years. She's famous for curing the miners' diseases. If she knows anything, I'll make her talk. The Clockwork Mansion. The Crown Killer is no more. Next, Jindosh. I finally uncovered how my enemies created the Crown Killer. What better way to erode confidence in me before the coup? If I had stopped to think about it for even a few minutes, maybe I could have kept my people's trust. But that would have required patience. And my advisors always remind me that I have none of that particular trait. But to use Hypatia's own serum against her? Horrible. I'm happy I could find a cure. She's a brilliant alchemist. Now she can continue her research to help the people of Serkonos. I wasn't able to rescue Sokolov. He's been taken elsewhere, to Kirin Jindosh's mansion. He's the inventor of the Clockwork Soldier, and if he's able to use Sokolov's genius for his own plans, it might be very, very bad. I've seen his killing machines in action at Dunwall Tower. I can't allow Delilah to have such an ally. I'm sure Jindosh takes pleasure in keeping his intellectual rival captive. Well, it won't be for long, if I have any say in it. The Dreadful Whale, what a weird name. I like it. It's hard to sleep on the ship, and when I do, my dreams are troubled. Well, I'm awake now and thinking about Sokolov. I remember him at the Hound Pits pub, so long ago, trapped like a beast in a cage. He smelled of stale piss and rotting meat. But they couldn't break him. He held on to himself and picked up again as my tutor, something I needed in the aftermath of my mother's death. Beware of dignitaries bearing gifts, he used to tell me, but I was still a child, and I liked gifts. I thought nothing sounded more pleasant. Now, I know better. I also find myself thinking of Callista, my old governess. She always wanted to travel the world on a big boat. Eventually, she left Dunwall, then stopped writing a few months later. Aww, I hope Callista's okay. I liked Callista, she was sweet. Alright, now we're up to date. A lot's happened. Let's see, we've got a note from Megan. Dr. Hypatia needed a place to sleep, so I cleared the stuff out of the spare cabin. I was able to sell most of it. Here's what's left of the money. It's not a lot, I know. Whale oil is expensive and under Imperial rationing decree, but you know that. Megan Foster. Oh, thanks. That's 100 coins, that's not bad. Oh look, and we've got the syringe. That's kind of cool. So, Hypatia did come here.
She's a lot tougher than I expected. Very capable. Am I being dishonest? Everybody's got secrets, I guess. Maybe mine are worse than most.
So I think Megan is part of some of the DLC for Dishonored, which I haven't played, but I'm pretty sure I've seen her picture. Maintenance list. I'll be with you in a second, Megan. Drain engine room. Another week, another leak. I wasted hours on it and couldn't get it stopped. I'll shut the water off, assuming I can find the crank wheel. Something to deal with once Sokolov is safe. Check bridge tubing done. Hull down oil done. Buy onions done.
You might want to
So I
talk
can
to
just help out around the
Hypatia
ship.
before we head out. She's taken one of the rooms.
Oh.
Just for a while, I think. Needed to be away from Adamir.
I'm happy to talk to her. Yeah.
The dreams were stronger. Is it a sign of recovery or relapse?
Oh, I see. So because I opened up this room, we were able to give her a place to stay.
What did I do? All these
That's really
voices
cool.
and the Duke's voice lulling me, then feeling her
Oh dear.
push me down into sleep.
1 second, dear Dr. Hypatia. Dr. Hypatia's notes. On a boat, with friends, I believe. I slept, thankfully without the usual nightmares. Perhaps the sea air does me good. The captain, Megan Foster, brought me some tea earlier. Such an interesting woman. She seems to understand about my strange, disjointed memories, and the feelings of dread that accompany them. As soon as I'm able, I must return to Addermire. So much of the last few months seems a blur. What was I accomplishing? What of my research into serums for the Black Spittle? My work was so easily derailed. I can only conclude I was suffering from a complete exhaustive breakdown. I will need time to recover. Well, that's one word for it.
Stay with me a moment.
Hi. How are you
Dr.
feeling?
Hypatia, can you remember anything that might help me? I need to find Anton Sokolov. He could be the key to unraveling the Duke's plans.
My memories are disjointed. The Duke is close to his grand inventor, Kirin Jindosh. But that man has the empathy of a mantis. He seems to both admire and despise Sokolov.
Yeah.
We visited Aramis
I've seen
Stilton.
it before.
I liked him. But something bad happened. Just snatches of memory. Sorry.
You should rest easy for a while. Maybe some of that will help.
I hope so. I'm not sure I
It
even
might be
fully
for the
understand
best.
what you did for me. But I owe you for helping me at Adamire. Thank you.
Aw. It might honestly be for the best if you don't remember. Maybe for the best.
Megan must be up on
You
deck.
just get some rest. Find the crank wheel. 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 Find the crank wheel Yeah, we gotta look around and see if we can find the crank wheel, since apparently fixing the ship is very important. I
Ramsay
mean,
and the Crown
obviously
Killer.
it's important.
2 pieces of the puzzle. More to go. So, the Crown Killer was a tool of the Duke's coup. The murders had a calculated effect.
Let's see, anything new? Oh, yeah. Let's see what we know about
I
this
wonder
handsome
how
devil.
recently this silvergraph image of Jindosh was made.
Grand Inventor made the Clockwork Soldiers. Clockwork Soldiers Basics. To all personnel, after last week's disaster, the Grand Inventor Kirin Jindosh circulated the following information related to his Clockwork Soldiers. All Grand Guard personnel should read this report. The Clockwork Soldier is protected by armored wooden plates. If some miscreant destroys these, then there is nothing protecting the vulnerable mechanisms underneath. If something knocks off the Clockwork's head, the thing will attack anyone it can, ally or not. That means you. Given the expensive optics Mr. Jindosh has provided each Clockwork with, they can see in front and in the back. Remember that if another one of them goes haywire. If some fool is able to get close enough, there is a small panel on each Clockwork that can be rewired, which will invert their perception of friend and foe. Again, that means you get attacked. Keep these things in mind, and the Clockworks will be an asset and not a liability. 3rd Lieutenant Fiora Diaz. Lower City Technical Office, Grand Serkonan Guard.
With a couple dozen Clockwork soldiers, Jindosh changed the Empire. What would he do with an army?
Will Karnaca's mechanical marvels conquer the world?
To reach Jindosh, I'll have to take the carriage through Lower, then Upper Aventa.
How could it be? A lecture on bloodfly fever. Did we see this? Yes, we
Wasn't
did.
here before. Botany and diseases.
We read it in Dr. Hypatia's office. Maybe Hypatia brought it with her. Yeah, the Shindure gift. Oh, the window's closed. Look at this. It's a living, breathing world. Someone's been playing cards. There's that painting of Delilah. Anything in here? Maybe a crank wheel. Hey, yeah. Down here to the engines. Oh, I found the leak. Yay, we did it. Also, the rats seem to be gone. Is there anything else? This is just a closet, right? Yeah. Is there anything else worth looking at? This is Anton's room, right? Is it cleaner in here? I think it is. Part 4. I don't think... Did we read Part 4? Reflection on My Journey to the Pandician Continent, Part 4, by Anton Sokolov, Chapter 16. I feel like we read this. Yeah. Yeah, I think we read that. More blood flies. I assume this plays the same message. Yeah. Oh wait, did we miss 2? I think we did. The Reflections on My Journey to the Pandician Continent, Part 2, Chapter 14. We were only miles from shore, but our approach was marred by numerous hidden reefs and jagged rocks. They lay shallow, and we spied 2 vessels that had succumbed to them some time ago. The remaining crew was uncharacteristically silent as we edged by the weathered wrecks. The first mate declared a particularly narrow channel to be unpassable, but the captain dispatched 10 crewmen onto the submerged coral with sledgehammers. Thereafter, each chest deep in water, they pulled the Antonia Aquila into the tiny channel with ropes. It proved a marvelous solution. However, just as we were about to lower the rope ladders, tragedy struck, as the men were beset by a school of reef-dwelling eels. Apparently, their toxic bites were quite painful. From the railing, we could see them swarming the men, who begged us for aid before succumbing to the paralytic effects of the toxin. Within moments, all were still in the water. We continue on in silence, and by sunset we had cleared the bars and put anchor in bay, with a red rock beach and emerald overgrowth beyond. I confess I was near giddy to put my feet on land again. The smell of ripening fruit and warm earth was as pleasing to me as a cherished vintage. We gathered wood and made fires, and indulged in some tinned meat and lemons from our stores. How good it was to slumber on the beach, with the crackle of embers nearby, having finally escaped the cramped and damp quarters of our vessel. We took turns with the watch and passed a quiet night. At last, we stood on Pandician soil. Yeah, I don't think we read that one. Cool. I think somebody cleaned up in here. Stuff was all thrown about, wasn't it? Who knows. Anything in the galley? This looks much the same. What's in here? Oh, right. That door's locked, I forgot. Alright, Hypatia, you get some rest. We'll go all the way up to the top just to see if there's anything to look at. Probably not, but, you know. Maybe Megan's written something new. Is this? I'm starting to understand why Anton wanted to go to Dunwall to seek Emily's help. She's impressive. I have to wonder if she's really suited for palace life. Maybe she wonders that herself sometimes. We could have been good friends, at a time when I was running across the rooftops like she is now, watching my enemies from the shadows. Yeah, I think Megan had the outsider gift. I think that's why her arm's cut off. Anyway, I think she's in the DLC, which I haven't played, so I'm just talking out of my ass. I just hope she's breathing tomorrow morning, so I can complain when she puts her dusty boots up on the table again. I've lost so many friends. First, my sweet Deirdre, others along the way. Good old Aramis Stilton, who disappeared 3 years ago, and now Anton. Maybe this is my punishment. I'm bad luck. Please, Emily, bring him back. Poor Megan. Oh, it's beautiful. Is it sunrise or sunset? I don't think that the sun will move, so I don't know, because I don't know which direction. Well, I think we're in a south port, so that would make this north and that east, so it's morning? I think it may be morning. Let's just see. I don't think there's anything in the front of the boat. Oh, there might be. What is this, I wonder? Is it like a skylight or something? I just like wandering. Alright. Plus maybe we'll see a whale. No? Okay. Ooh, ooh, ooh. There's one. I think it's a whale. It could just be water. Doesn't really matter. Alright.
Let's hope your friend doesn't sink the boat while we're gone. Ready?
I don't think she will. I think she mostly
Ready.
just
All
needs
right,
some sleep.
Let's get underway.
Pulling up your scarf is not as cool as putting on Corvo's mask. For the Clockwork Mansion. Anton Sokolov is being held at the mansion of Kirin Jindosh, grand inventor to the Duke, and creator of the Clockwork Soldier. Get inside, rescue Sokolov, and eliminate Jindosh before he builds an army of clockwork soldiers. Doesn't seem like there's anything redeeming about Jindosh, so we may just murder him. I know we saved Hypatia, but, Jindosh? Well, we'll see. First we have to get to his mansion. And I have a feeling that's gonna
Jindosh
take
is
time.
important to the Duke's inner circle. The Grand Guard watches his mansion,
Oh,
and they'll call down
or
the
not.
entire city if they find out who you are.
I'll make sure they don't. You said there's a wall of light cutting off access to the carriage station?
Yes, but there's a black market shop nearby. They sell on the sly. Ever use a rewiring tool?
Corvo taught me the theory.
Good. Get past the wall of light, then ride the carriage to where Jindosh lives. And there's a reason people are afraid of his mansion.
I'll get it done.
Emily, take care of this crazy man and his clockwork soldiers, then bring Sokolov back. He means a lot to me.
He means a lot to me too. Don't worry. Ooh, is there stuff over here? Whalebone. Rotten apple. I think. Is that it? Just whalebone? Maybe we'll get the crafting ability. I think it could be fun to play with that. There's nothing in here, is there? No. Oh damn, there's a lot more than I thought. No trespassing. Ooh, elixir. I just want to double check. I don't think I have any runes, right? Oh, I have one. Oh, I could get bone charm making right now then. So Shadow Walk, let's see. I haven't used Shadow Assassin yet. So moving faster could be nice. Rat tunnels could be nice. Mesmerize, not super interested. Far reach, I don't think I want to upgrade it. Decelerate, pull. Decelerate could be kind of useful, but I don't know. This I'm happy with. What does this do? Premonition, I don't need to see enemy routes. Doppelganger, I'm not super interested. Domino, I'm not super interested. These are, I mean, they're really cool, don't get me wrong, but I don't think I'm going to really use them. Strength, I think that's fine. Vitality could be good if we have a bunch of extra stuff. Reflexes could be cool. Rapid, sprint faster. Catfall, I do like that. I have a tendency to fall off of things. Bloodthirst, Bone charm crafting. Shadow kill. Shadow kill also I could totally see her getting. Bone charm crafting though. Witchcrafting lowers the chance of corruption. Trait synergy. Use the same trait up to 4 times. Master crafting, craft runes. It's either the rat tunnels or the bone charms next. Catfall is good and I want to get it eventually, but I don't feel like I need it. The only reason I don't want to commit to this is in case I find that I need a rat tunnel. Which, you never need a rat tunnel, but if I think it might be easier, rat tunnel could be good. So we'll save it for now. Let's go ahead and, before we step into it proper, there's a rune, there's a bone charm, there's a shrine. Maybe I should mark the shrine. A black bone charm. So I don't know what's different about the black ones, except they just, I don't know, almost seem to be like more aggressive. I guess we'll lock that. So I'm gonna assume that this is a hostile area that I'm not supposed to be in. But maybe not? Grindstone. There was... Oh, maybe it was that. Oh no, there it is. I was gonna say, there was money here. How much money do I have? How do I see that? Oh, there we go. 2,000 coins. My goodness. That's a lot of money. Okay, carriage station, black market shop. Good, good, good. What is... Oh, wait, is this just... Wow. Okay, I'm super blind, apparently. I feel like I'm allowed to be here. Lower Aventa District. So there's... In there, there's a bone charm. And I'm guessing in there is the rune? I assume they're talking about this. Yeah.
I'll get the cigars tomorrow. Wanna buy one?
This is the Duke of Sarcomas. Who else would it be? Malcontents are saying that our bridges are crumbling, that people are leaving our cities. But as I look out from the windows of the Grand Palace, I know these are lies. Sarcomas is a land of riches. Yes, some people are poor because they're lazy. It's true that across our capital city there are abandoned buildings full of blood flies. Blood flies. There always will be. It's the way of the world. Things rot. They fall apart. You squeeze out every drop of wine you can, and then you pass it to nothing. Put that on my tombstone.
Assassin's Fortune. Bolt packs have a slight chance of containing one crossbow. One extra crossbow, I assume. I'll be honest, I have not run out of crossbow bolts. So this is a blackened bone charm. It's just like fancier. Yeah, I wonder what exactly it means to be a blackened bone charm. I feel like the dark vision is not as effective in this, or maybe not ineffective is the wrong word. I just don't feel like it's as clear. I don't know. Letter to Bonneville. I think they were trying to balance it, but which is fair. I just have to get used to it. Letter to Bonneville. Major Bonneville, thank you again for your help. Without you, it would have been impossible to trace the final members of the Grand Guard who were with Stilton that night 3 years ago. The last man had made it all the way north to Maya, if you can believe it, and was recovering at a Tivian asylum for the poor, claiming to have seen all manner of strange things on the night of Stilton's last social gathering. He even described an exotic, hooded figure visiting the manor. Perhaps someone connected to Stilton's disappearance? Such matters are best left to military men, such as yourself, I suppose. I still have your bank agent's name and address. Rest assured, your final payment will be delivered soon. I'm also sending a small flask of liquor that is close to my heart, made from the pomace left over after wine grapes have been pressed. Please think of me as you enjoy. Yours truly, Brianna Ashworth. I wonder if this is that guy. Or if the death was unrelated to that note. Who can say? Isn't that somebody from the first game? Like Campbell or something? Alright, there's the wall of light. There's also a rail. Doesn't look like I can necessarily get over it. And I assume there's probably no way to get around it, but we'll see. First, there's this. We'll want to be careful though. Ah! Oops. Because it looks like this place might be condemned. Well, maybe not. Whispers from the Void. I think we read this. Yeah, this was in the safe room. Lucky sphalerite. Cool. Whispers from the Void Part 2. We also read that. That was also in the safe room. Candles. So often you find dead bodies. What's in here? I guess I can't really blame the overseers. The outsider really does seem to bring death on everybody. Oh, I see. Ah. Well, I know how we're leaving. Yes, I know. It's right here. Anything else I can take? No. Alright. Let's have a chat.
I'll tell you a story about Kirin Jindosh, a prodigy from Karnaca. Self-taught, he was hailed by the Academy of Natural Philosophy as a genius who would surpass Sokolov and bring about an age of enlightenment. But just 2 years after his arrival, he was banned from the Academy for life, for reasons that are still not public. When they deported him, he left behind a machine that drank seawater, playing music that brought listeners to tears. They promptly took it apart, and it has never worked since.
I have 3 runes now, which means not only can I do this and give myself the option to go through rat tunnels, but I can also learn bone charm crafting. How very interesting. And now I only have 1. So, actually I could get Catfall. Let's do it. Might as well. And then we can save up for anything good. Or... alright, bone charms. So now I can craft bone charms. Can I do it anywhere? So let's look at sacrificing. Assassin's Fortune. It's kind of nice. Falling Star. Exploding bottles inflict damage. So I'm wondering if I... Oh, so I can't learn any traits from these. But I can get raw whalebone, and quite a bit, actually. So I almost feel like it's worth it. Let's just see. Crafting a bone charm. Traits available. I don't have any traits learned. Okay. And I don't have enough whalebone. So I need to sacrifice some stuff. Okay, so let's sacrifice this. I don't get any traits, but I do get whalebone, so I guess that's good. Hot cocktail. So the trouble is, the ones that I don't have equipped are the ones I don't care about. I guess we could do Assassin's Fortune? Alright. So... Sacrifice runes. Alright, so craft bone charms with 2 traits. So I only have these 2 traits. So basically you can kind of like combine. So I could take a risk and sacrifice something like Leviathan's Mind and Spiritual Pool. Those kind of go together. And try and combine them. So let's do that. And then let's try and craft... Oh, I can craft with many traits now. So let's try and combine water and restoration. No chance of corruption. Okay. Wait, no. Oh, sorry. Cool. So now I have 1 bone charm that can do both of those things. And if I only combine 2 traits, so I might as well do all of it except for these corrupted ones, which aren't worth it if I want to keep them. So let's do another. Actually, how much whalebone do I have? I have 8 whalebone. Oh, and then I lose the traits. Okay. So we can do Falling Star and Acrobat. And in this way I went from having 4 to having 2. Okay, this is interesting. So now I need to re-equip my crafted bone charm. And I guess since I have the space, I might as well put leech cuts on. Okay. This is very interesting. And I just want to look again at... Chance of corruption is reduced. No chance of corruption for 3, low for 4. And then crafting and breaking runes, if we decide that we're done with runes. Okay. Very interesting. So let's see what else there is in this map. There's a black bone charm. Bone charm and a rune. Alright. So, some of this stuff, I think, is behind the Wall of Light. But this... And wasn't there another bone charm? There. This is definitely on this side, though. So this is, I think, neutral territory. In other words, I'm allowed to be here. I'm just not allowed to go to the carriage station.
Someone there?
Oh, no, I'm not allowed to be here.
Oh, hello.
I stand
I lost her.
thoroughly corrected. So much for being stealthy. I'm not allowed to be here. In any capacity. Well, now I feel like a fool. Hopefully those dudes are gone. Okay. Alright, that makes things slightly more difficult. But there's a convenient roof over here. And there's that black market shop. Can I get on top of that? Nope. Sure can't. This looks safe. Bosses beware. When we're screwed, we multiply. Is it for sale? Maybe. Let me close the door behind me. You know, gotta be polite.
Greetings. I serve with discretion.
Hiya.
I don't know you.
I'm new to Karnaca. I need a tool that can rewire a wall of light, the kind the Grand Guard uses. And I'd prefer not to explain myself.
I can help you out, but not right now. Don't even linger here. I'm supposed to get a visit from Paolo, someone you don't want to meet. Come back later.
Understood.
You should go. We can do business another time. Like I said, Paolo is coming by.
Okay.
I think he's here. Hide yourself.
Not my stealthiest move. Shit. Ow. Not my best move. Man, I really wanted to get up into that loft.
Eight new cutters, short blades, the good stuff. Morley steel.
I know what you mean.
Do you? Because last time you gave me some backwater foundry that wouldn't hold an edge and snapped against Grand Guard armor.
I got taken on that deal too. but I'll make it up to you, Paolo. Lop off maybe 10%?
30. Because I like you. By next week.
That's fair. I made a bad faith trade and I regret it. You'll have the cutters, I promise.
Oof.
Good, good. These are strange times. Overseers in the Dust District, a witch empress, and these clockwork soldiers protecting their aristocracy. All bad for business. But if I get my way, Karnaca will be a different city a year from now.
Uh-oh. That don't seem particularly good.
Nothing's going on. Not stupid.
They'll see you if you try to leave. Find a place to hide and we'll do business afterwards.
I mean, they didn't. They're gone. Oh, okay. I guess they're not gone yet. Nothing to see here.
Time it ain't.
I guess I have to wait till they're gone. Okay, does that count? Are they gone now? Will you talk to me? Two new upgrades. Hardened bolts inflict greater damage. Stinging bolts causes an enemy to flee and forget. That seems cool. Let me look at upgrades.
This is what I have for upgrading your equipment.
I do kind of want to upgrade the accuracy. I feel like I've not been very accurate. And the range, quite frankly. Reload is fine.
Sometimes I wish I had the Grand Inventor among my clients. But I've heard he's not so easy to please.
Hardened bolt inflicts greater damage. I think that the stinging bolt... It's kind of cool.
A pleasure to do business.
This is a lot of money,
You
but
won't be sorry.
I think it's worth it. Alright, now let's take a look at gear. Ammo.
You know, I sleep in the shop most nights. The city's not safe.
Stinging bolt, sleep darts, stun mine, spring razors. Rewire. It's expensive. Definitely want this.
A deal well made.
Key to unlock the ticket booth. Someone took the ticket booth key off the drunk guardsman. With this key, unlock the ticket booth and gain access to the money inside if you can avoid the guard. Maybe. Should buy the rewire. And sure. We'll buy it. And then we'll see about getting our sleep darts and these new stinging bolts. And that's all of our money. Perfect.
Do find me again.
Yeah. This was great. Thanks. Sorry about Paolo. Do you want me to kill him for you? So they're in that alley. Wanted Paolo, leader of the Howlers. Citizens of Karnaca, the Howlers are not your friends. Paolo, the leader of the Howlers, wanted by the Grand Guard for various crimes and gang-related enterprises. Dangerous and not to be trusted. Reward for information leading to arrest. Okay.
Hey, times are hard. Help me out if you can.
I mean, I literally only have 8 coins, but sure.
Appreciate it.
There you go.
I'll let you in on a secret.
Ooh.
I saw people coming and going recently, looking for whale oil, up to something.
I bet it's Paolo.
yourself. A Grand Guard aren't too friendly to strangers.
Oh, I am well aware. There's balconies up there. Can I? I can. Nowhere you can't go with a little help from the outsider. Bloodfly. Do I want to be in here? I mean, I assume there's valuables of some kind. Don't mind me. I'm not here to bother you. Anything in here? Ryegrass, money. Nice. Stuff's valuable. Stairs. Is there a point to this? I just came in here because why not? It was open to me. But it's going down, which I don't think I want. I assume it's gonna go down to this, yeah. I mean, I did want to get in here. Is there anything else over here? Just a lot of posters. Sacks. Report all theft. We will pass the savings along to the valued customer. Okay, there's just a store. Okay, there's some money. Some Tivian ore. Is that something? It's down. Oh, it's elixir, and it's downstairs. There's people. Is there a way to get... Christ. With the trash cans. It doesn't look like there's a way to get down. From here, at least. So I think, unfortunately, that means I have to go back up.
Impressive how you managed to get there. Be careful. Those people at the oil tanks might still be around.
Oh, yes. Yes, there are definitely people downstairs.
You said whale oil. I got it for you. Not easy to pinch either.
No, you screwed up. It won't work without another tank. Not enough blast. You gotta trust me on this.
All right, all right. I don't know shit about explosives. Never said I did. I'll go out again later and find some more.
Good. You can't rush jobs like this. It takes a smooth hand.
Clue. Burglars are planning to knock down a weak wall leading to the back of the black market shop. They don't have enough whale oil for the blast. Oh, they want to rob the black market shop. Well, I don't want them to rob the black market shop.
Can't piss around here forever either. Eventually some wanker will see us and the Howlers will catch wind. But I hear you. One more tank. Anybody steps out of line, I'm gonna be the first to show them what's what. I'll never get used to it.
Oh, she hadn't detected me. Oops. Oh well. She dead now. Letter from Bethy. Sarah, things are rotten here in Dunwall. Nothing is the same since the coup. It ain't safe to go, it ain't safe for no one, and there's no jobs neither. You get yourself back here and take your kids. It ain't right you should have left them with me for so long anyway. Anyway, you didn't mention how sickly they was, and poor behaved. Now you're my sister, and that counts for something. But when the new month comes, I'm leaving. There's no more I can do. I ain't their mother, and they won't listen. I can't afford to feed 'em no more. There's nothing left for beers or rent by the time they're done eating, and not a penny from you. Off to find your fortune in Karnaca. Some fortune. Well, that's the end of it. Bethy. Oof, now I feel bad. Well. Only a little bad. Should I feel more bad? Yes. I did just murder somebody. But they were planning on robbing the black market, and we can't have that. Also, they have nothing of value. Okay. At least I don't have to go back the way I came. So what about the other way? Oof. So, doesn't seem like there's actually anything here. At least not up top. Oh, this is just another way to get up here, okay. But there is something over there. Can I reach? I can. That's a far reach. Some Addermeyer, bit of money. Nice, alright. Now, I could deal with Paolo, but I'm more interested in getting through the wall of light. So, I'm guessing that's what I have the key to. Let's see. I always like to be up high. Makes me feel safe. Alright. Can barely see anything through these trees.
2 more months, she says. Then she'll leave him.
There's the security panel, which definitely would kill people. But I'm really not sure that there's another way for me to get in. Other than to just rewire the thing. This doesn't feel very safe, but I guess it is. Because I don't think I can go on top of it because the rail is electrified. I guess probably I could talk to Paolo, but I mean, I also don't know how easy it would be to get to that anyway. No carriages seem to be going by, so I can't jump in a carriage. Oh, I could also just bust in this way. There's an alley over there.
This whole business has me on pins and needles. Jumpy as anything.
Let me go ahead and save. The game's lagging a little bit. There's no map of the area, which is unfortunate. It's been an hour. Okay. I heard a dog.
Everyone's gotta die, yeah, but please, not today.
I mean, even if I do rewire it, that's just gonna make it so that I can pass through. I guess I could shadow walk through, but...
If it's a rat, kill it, will you?
Come on.
Should've listened to Mom and become a hairdresser.
That's really cute. Okay, up here. There's a person in that alley. I don't know.
Might be somewhere close. Makes me so nervous.
This really doesn't get me as far as I want it to. That might help.
When the Grand Guard go into the place and see it packed solid with blood flies, they burn the building to the ground, and the ones on either side.
They may just smoke flash it. Either way, the jewels will be ruined. We're not getting our money, are we?
Have some faith. It'll just be more complicated than I thought it would be.
Let the blood flies get out of hand this year. Am I ever gonna catch a break?
Nobody's looking out for nobody right now. We'll go back tonight and dig the jewels out. After that, we'll make a quick exit from Karnaca.
Are these ladies gonna yell at me if they see me? I guess there's only one way to find out. There's jewels in the building, but I don't care. They can have them. Oh, there's something near.
Cover your face. Won't make the Grand Guard happy.
Now we're all on edge. Heart can't take much more of this.
You up for a beer later?
You bet.
Oh god. Game's being weird. Hold on. Alright, fine, I get it. I think this is the other side. The Spy Master. I was gonna say, that looks like Hiram.
Are you coming tonight?
I was gonna say the Lord Regent, but I guess before he was Lord Regent, he was Spy Master. The Southern Winds. The Southern Winds by Caleb Manley, natural philosopher. The Southern Winds, presented at the Academy for the benefit and moral edification of the pupils therein. Excerpt from a speech. Cherished students and learned colleagues, have you not heard the tales of Serkonos and the beauty of its people? I pose questions today that I hope to answer in great detail. Let's start with the ones commonly asked by travelers for many decades. Does the warmer clime affect the spiritual outlook of a people? Are those born in Tivia, Morley, and Crystal possessed of a more taciturn nature through the geographic and meteorological conditions of their birth? And are these subjects influenced by the obscure currents of warm water and air that are channeled across the dreadful ocean from the Pandician continent itself? We know so little about that far land. In my travels, I have been impressed with the commonality shared across all cultures, but also in the differences. It is my goal to illuminate these areas of inquiry, and I will share at least one spicy Serkonan recipe with you before the day is done. Caleb Manley, natural philosopher. How fun. Ooh, the Child Empress. This is about me, isn't it? There was a definitive moment when people stopped calling Emily Caldwin the Child Empress. It came after an ambush by the Regenters, an extremist group who wanted to return Dunwall to the authoritarianism of the Lord Regent's time. Why? On the way back to Dunwall Tower, Caldwin's carriage was blocked between two gates, with her attackers firing pistols and even throwing a grenade. With the royal protector too far away to be of service, the young empress, only 14, found herself all alone in the carriage, save for her friend, Alexei Mayhew. Oh, Alexei. Caldwin supporters are lucky that Mayhew was there, as she was brave enough to grab a grenade that had landed at their feet, throwing it back at the assailants and saving the empress. When one of the men dropped down from the forward gate, it was Emily Caldwin who yanked free a short railway brace and beat the man senseless with it. With the city watch closing in, the two girls held their ground against the debris of the carriage until the situation was secure. It is said that Emily Caldwin refused to have the regenters executed for their crimes, and this is hailed by many as her first adult decision as empress. Cited for her heroic actions, Alexei Mayhew was commissioned by the City Watch when she turned 18 and was later made captain by Emily Caldwin herself. Oh, Alexei. I already felt bad about a person who I'd never met. A person's death who I'd never met, and now you gotta make me feel worse about it? Oh, here's Anton Sokolov's book again. We just read that. I'm scrolling. I don't know why I'm scrolling. I mean, I know I am now, but I don't know why I started. Yeah, I know there are jewels in here, but I'm really only interested in this. Invisible thread. Far reach renders you invisible during movement. Ooh, I like that. Oops. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. Far reach renders you invisible. Nice. Is there anything super obvious? Some bath salts. Rats. Alright. This is better than I gave it credit for. There's a rat tunnel. Conservatory closure extended. A representative from the Royal Conservatory confirmed today that the site's closure had been extended once again, with no promise of when it might reopen. Curator Brianna Ashworth could not be reached for comment. Readers will remember that an infestation of mites in the Roseboro exhibit forced the closure early 6 months ago, though there have been rumors that no exterminators have been hired. The Roseboro exhibit was to be a prestigious event sponsored by the Academy of Natural Philosophy, with hopes of attracting numerous experts and guest lecturers from across the Isles. This important exhibition is now on hold indefinitely due to the extended closure. For hopeful visitors, there is nothing to do but wait for further word. Brianna Ashworth, that's the person who we read a letter from her in the first room where we got the bone charm, with the guy dead in his office. Alright, well I wasn't going to get the jewels, but maybe we will. There's no people in here after all. And now that I'm in this building...
Trouble sleeping again.
my looting instincts have kicked in.
Try one of those sleeping tinctures. They can be kind of pricey.
Note from Corey Brockburn. 25th day, month of Timber, 1851. Janice, you'll find everything in the safe. I've written the combination in the usual place. You know where to look in the office. I changed all the safe tumblers recently because I feel like I'm being followed. Pretty sure I heard shuffling and heavy breathing from somewhere nearby in the dark while I was closing up office for the night. It's not the Grand Guard this time, but we're being watched for certain. It's probably safer to postpone our next gathering. Can you warn the others? I'll leave for Calero when I'm done with today's clients. Corey Brockburn. You know where to look in the office for the safe combination. Really? Really? Damn. Alright, well we can put, I'm gonna do these. It's not hard to check one tumbler. There we go. Oh. Gathering of Regenters. Oh dear. Well, now I'm glad we found it and opened it. Second day, month of Timber, 1851. All members present. Primary agenda, possible actions for the upcoming anniversary of the death of Empress Jessamine Caldwin. Proposal by Corey Brockburn. Letter to the Karnaca Gazette, explaining that while her murder was reprehensible, the end result may have been positive for the Empire. Action, motion approved unanimously. Rude. That's my mother. Proposal by Janice Tynes. Members wear Lord Regent's crest armbands on the anniversary. Objection by Corey Brockburn. Lovely idea, but it may hurt business for members who need to deal with many clients on that day. Clients might find it in poor taste. Action. 4 votes against, 3 votes in favor. Motion rejected. Counter-proposal by Janice Tynes. Armbands could be worn on the 15th anniversary of the Lord Regent's unlawful arrest. Arrest? I killed him. Action. Motion approved unanimously. Proposal by Teodoro Benitez. Campaign demanding wider deployment of the Wall of Light brought back into use in Karnaca by Duke Luca Abel. The boldest measures are the safest. Action. Vote delayed until word comes from Grand Guard leadership collecting facts on reductions in crime across Karnaca. Proposal added to agenda for next gathering. Cocktails and spirits served. Alright, well, they don't seem terribly dangerous, quite frankly. I don't support it, but at least they don't seem to be dangerous. Alright, I've seen enough. There doesn't seem to be anything obviously of value. I am content to leave the way I came. And I guess I should check on the heart. There's a bone charm and a rune. I guess we can... The bone charm I think is inside. I think the bone charm is inside here. Okay, so there's the rune. Oh, there's a carriage. Okay, so I think I'm meant to get inside. Who's that? Is that a guard? Looks like a guard. Okay, so I'm meant to get inside the carriage station, I think.
The whole family's stung to death. Blood fly nests all around them.
Well, there's an open window, so that's how I'm gonna get in. But now I'm more interested in this rune and that person. Is there somewhere quiet I can drop? Let me save just in case this turns out to be a bad idea. Oh.
What's going on?
Yep. It was a bad idea. I could just do a couple of quick murders. Or at least a few stealthy knockouts. I don't know, part of me just wants to kill them because that would be easier. And then I wouldn't have to use my limited resources. So there's a dude over there. There's the lady in the middle. There she is. Can I fire straight down? I mean, I can. I'm just afraid it won't hit her.
Someone's shooting at us! Is she?
Oh, that would have been handy. They'll definitely see me up here, though, if I shoot. So, oh, there it is. I don't think I can pick things up when I'm in Shadow Walk. I'm gonna save again. Maybe not. Let me try.
Why do I have goosebumps all of a sudden?
Let's see what you got.
Yeah, you can't pick things up in Shadow Walk, which is really a shame. I've just unkilled that woman. Alright, this seems, quite frankly, like too much work. Yeah, I could kill all of them, or I could knock them all unconscious or whatever, but it seems like a lot of work. I think we're just gonna focus on getting into the carriage station. There's one more bone charm, which we'll see if we can get. We'll see if it's convenient.
Lieutenant? Nothing to report, sir. As you were.
There's the wall of light.
Once they say something's amiss, then I just can't get comfortable.
If it's just the two of you,
I'm hungry.
I'm almost certain it's not, but... Shit. Alright. Well, I hit the wrong button. So, you had to die. This one's glowing blue. The Silver Spike on Howlers. Your dear editor is stepping aside this week to give you both sides of an argument raging across the city. Guest editor, the Howler Blight. The letter published last week by the Gazette was an outrage. How could Madame Anto suggest that the Dust District and even Karnaca itself would be better off if we legitimized Paolo and his Howlers in any way? Instead, decent folk should hope to wake one morning and read that Paolo is finally dead or in jail. And why should we be wary of the Abbey? Only a witch needs worry about the wrath of the overseers. The Howlers are nothing but a bunch of cutthroats who never worked a day in their life. Everything they have they stole. If you want their so-called protection, it comes at a price. On the contrary, the overseers have dedicated their lives to spreading the good values of the Seven Strictures. Believe me, the dust in Batista is not in our streets, but in our hearts. And only the Abbey will make us clean again. Sebastian Armitage. What bone charm did we get? Restorative Glimmer. Your health regenerates while using dark vision. Nice. Alright, let's get out of here. Go to Upper Aventa District. Zoom! It's like a roller coaster. Oh. I don't like roller coasters.
I can see Jindosh's mansion.
Is that it?
The gate's down. I'll need the code.
Oh. The security gate at the carriage stop leading to the Clockwork Mansion could be opened with a numeric code. Oh, I see. So I need to go here. Alright, let's see about a roof or something that we can get on top of. That doesn't seem particularly out of sight. There we go.
Dinner will be in you shortly.
Let's see. Oh, that window's open. Goddamn buckets. I hate them. There's stuff down there by the carriage. Where is this, Get the clankers off Karnaca's streets. Oh, I've been watching Clone Wars recently. Oh boy. Beware a strange sound like the clanking of a factory machine. You might be seconds from an encounter with the latest work of our grand inventor, Kirin Jindosh. And what should we think of these new marvels of industry, coveted by the wealthiest members of Karnacan society and standing vigil over their estates? I will tell you, these clockwork soldiers are a danger to us all, taking lives with all the morality of a shopkeeper's adding machine. They fight for days without rest as long as the whale oil tanks hidden in their backs don't run dry. Tyranny awaits unless we act now and re-establish the lawful society established by the former Duke of Serkonos, twice the leader of his indolent, irresponsible son has proven to be. Citizens of Karnaca, fight to get these clankers off our street. It reminds me of some of the rhetoric from the Loyalists. Interrogation report. Captain Calero. Oh boy. Your name is Hieronymus Blas? Suspect. Yes. Captain Calero. And you admit to writing, printing, and distributing the pamphlet called Get the Clankers Off Our Streets. Suspect. Yes, you should read it. How long before the Grand Guard is entirely replaced by mechanical soldiers, indifferent to human suffering, following some aristocrat's orders blindly? Corporal Loya. He's kinda got a point, Captain. What if the Duke thinks we're not good enough for the job anymore? I don't want to go back to the mines. Captain Calero. Corporal, this is hardly appropriate. Suspect. Imagine. Infallible, incorruptible soldiers. Corporate Loya. Loya. Oh my god. He's right, Captain. Captain Calero. Interrogation suspended. Send report to Furnace. Ooh.
Change. If the Duke has his way, we'll have an army of the clockwork soldiers by this time next year.
Two more months, she said. Then she'll leave him. I can get him back here.
Oh. Oh.
Yes, there is more here than corruption and pain. Don't despair. There is goodness here.
Thanks, Mom. Not as bored as you're about to be.
Of course I am. What does he think? I'm stupid? I know all my letters. and some.
Oh, do you now? Split the take. Lieutenant Rakos. By the time you've had time to think it over, I'm in a good position where I'm at. Oh, no. By now you've had time to think it over. I'm in a good position where I'm at, and I've got the same deal going with 4 others in the Guard. spread out over Karnaca. People I trust, watching major entry points. The offer's unchanged. If our very important person from Dunwall comes through, alone or with anyone else, you're part of the squad taking them down. Do whatever it takes to keep it quiet. Whatever it takes. Bring the body to me and we'll all gather up. The 6 of us will take credit for the arrest, and we'll split the Duke's reward. Money and maybe a post at the Grand Palace. Stick with us in this, Lieutenant, and you'll increase your odds. But don't tell a single soul. That's what you're doing. WL, you're telling people. Is the very important person from Dunwall me?
Itches like mad. Why can't I wear my regular clothes? There once was a man from old Landbro. He was cognizant of we here in the middle. Put in a request to done it.
There's so many people. What did we just pick up? Undertaker. Move faster while carrying a body.
Yet, ever so slightly, grew to be large as a Northern dog.
So, what does this connect to? It connects to a wall of light, which I don't need to turn off, do I? Well, maybe I do. I hear somebody typing. I have access to another window on the other side. There's some resources, but that's fine. That's a dead end, okay. Is that an open window? That's all I need. That's not, but neither is this. Okay. But maybe across the street? Maybe? It looks like the only way to get to the mansion is through the carriage. Alright, let me go back the way I came. That typewriter is just going crazy. Maybe I do have to disable that wall of light.
Oh, that tasted awful. There were no blue-jawed hagfish. River crust is more likely.
That sure is inconvenient. Could rewire it.
Why is the wall of light out of juice? I'll just have a look.
He's gonna find my unconscious bodies if he does. I feel really dumb.
I wonder if the rumors are true about the Crown Killer. The old Empress, really? What a bunch of degenerates.
Damn it, I can't get through any of these windows. The Astounding Clockwork Soldiers. A precise history by the creator himself, Kirin Jindosh, Grand Serkonan inventor. Chapter 23. Dear readers, you will be fascinated to know that earlier models of my clockwork soldiers had human-like faces. Allow me to explain. As you know from chapters 18 through 22, I had been testing the clockwork soldiers against a wide range of enemies. Early in this process, a problem emerged. The would-be thieves and assailants were not intimidated by the delicate ceramic faces of the earlier prototypes. One criminal even believed he recognized an uncle and attempted conversation. Undeterred, I set about redesigning the head mechanism, encasing it with a terrifying visage. I knew I had found the right design when my first test subjects fell to their knees in fear. Goodness. Oh, that's not... No, nothing wrong. Oh, he must have just found the body. Duke Abel Essential in Dunwall coup. Karnaca's own Duke Luca Abel reportedly played a key role in the recent coup that unseated the unpopular Emily Caldwin, Rude. Our new empress, Delilah Caldwin, made quick work of dissenters and has already issued several proclamations, which are sure to be welcome in Dunwall after the failed reign of Emily Caldwin, Rude. Known for shirking her responsibilities in favor of more pleasurable pursuits, Rude, and now blamed for orchestrating multiple assassinations against her critics. The coup is sure to increase our fortunes here in Karnaca, as Delilah Caldwin has strong ties with Duke Abel. Serkonos is now expected to rise in wealth and power within the Empire. There are ongoing reports of lingering unrest in Dunwall, as those who remain loyal to the Empress Emily's corrupt reign are dealt with. At least some people like me.
I'm back here! I've got just the thing for you. You're dead.
Wait! This isn't...
Can't stay hidden forever. Come on. Let's have a fair fight.
No.
I lost her.
I'll find you, you know.
Look, I don't want to kill all of you.
Show yourself and stick your name.
Ah.
Come on!
I know you're here somewhere.
Shit! Lost her.
Thanks for mercy!
Alright, then murder it is.
They must be hiding close. Completely burned. What a horrible way to die.
Ooh, right in the spine. Alright, well that could have gone better. This is the note I was looking for. I know that discipline has gone to shit over the last few years, and especially this year, but this is a reminder that gate codes should not be written down and left lying around where just anyone who wanders through the office can see them. These codes are for Grand Guard personnel only for good reason. Once you've read and memorized the codes, destroy them. Maybe a rank an assignment. don't mean squat to you, but if anything happens to Jindosh, we'll all face a firing squad at the Grand Palace. Major Elaine Binoche. So, are you telling me that the gate code is written down somewhere in the office? I've been in the office. Maybe it's upstairs with this guy who I ignored? Mr. Typing Away? She's much less stealthy than her dad. Oh, there it is. Attention everyone. The new code for the gates is 879. Once you've read and memorized it, destroy the note. Remember, do not write them down or forget to destroy the notes. 879. It was that easy. I was that close. Oh well. I never said Emily was good at these things. Alright. So this place should be relatively quiet now. So now I can ride the carriage in. Go to the Clockwork Mansion. Yeah, I know I missed a bunch of stuff in the 8th District, but it's fine. Because, quite frankly, this episode is getting rather long. So that is going to have to do it for us. We have successfully gotten to the Clockwork Mansion, and in the next episode we will infiltrate it, find Jindosh and deal with him, and hopefully find Sokolov as well. I didn't expect there to be a whole second area to explore. Admittedly, I feel like I farted around in the first area quite a bit more than I needed to. And if I hadn't spent so much time in the first area, we could have explored the second area a bit better. But it was all funneled through that wall of light, and that was like a pain. So, like, this is easier. I didn't make it easy, but it's easier. Anyway, if you want to see us, if you want to come explore the Clockwork Mansion with me next time, I'm very much looking forward to it. Hopefully you are as well. Be sure to tune in. And until then, bye-bye.